Hey guys, what's up? This is Cameron, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. So this song is a little difficult, but I wouldn't call it a beginner riff, but if you try to pick this up as a beginner, it's going to be really good for you because it's going to challenge you, and this is a riff that motivates you to play and really works on kind of like your articulation and your fingers. So, let's see, where should we start? Okay, so we're going to start off by kind of explaining what chords are behind this riff. So, as I play the first part of the riff, that riff is dancing around the D chord. So just hear this D, and then we cut to the chord, or the riff. So then, on the next part, it cuts to more of a C. So we get... Then it goes to a G, which is... And then it comes back to the D. Okay, so now that we understand the chords behind it, let's talk about how we play it. Okay, so let's start off with the first part of the riff. So, first finger, second finger, third, fourth, you know, the usual. So we're going to start with our first finger on the 12th fret of the D. Then we're going to use our third finger on the B string. So then we're going to use our second finger on the 14th fret of the G string. So we have 12, 15, 14. Now we're going to use our first finger and hit the 12th fret of the G. So that's the first part of the riff. Now we're going to kind of dance across the strings from the E to G, and we're going to hit the 15th fret on the E, then with our third finger, and use the second finger for the 14th fret on the G. So then we're going to use the third finger again, except for the 14th fret on the E. So we have... Alright, so now what we're going to do is, let's see, so we have this so far. And you're going to repeat that riff twice. So what you're going to do now is use your second finger and move to the 14th fret on the D string and repeat everything that I just told you except for the 12th fret on the D. So instead of starting here and going, you're going to start on the 14th fret and go. So it's a pretty simple idea because it's repetitive, but it's difficult because you're jumping across strings. So now what you're going to do, instead of playing on the D and starting on the 14th after you repeat that riff 2 times, that's a whole lot, and I'll go through it again, I promise. You're going to use your first finger and hit the 12th fret on the G string. So we have... And so, how the riff normally goes is it plays through all of that, and then you return to the part of the song as the riff is continuing and the chords are going and Duff McKagan's playing his bass line. Now, when Axl's about to come in with his verse, you're going to finish the riff after you do... And you're going to do this little end part. So you're going to use your first finger and hit the 12th fret of the E, Then you're going to use your second finger and use the 14th fret of the G. So, or this is what we have so far. And then you're going to use your third finger and hit the 15th of the B, and then return to your second finger on the G. So we have... So then what you're going to do is you're going to come back to the 12th fret on the E. So you're going to go... Then you're going to hit the 14th fret on the E, and then return to the G string on the 14th again. Then you're going to use your third finger again and hit the 15th fret on the E, then return to the G on the 14th, with that second finger staying there. I should make note of that. That's pretty important to keep your second fret on the 14th, or your second finger on the 14th fret of the G. So we have... And then we're hitting that 15th fret. Then we bounce back to the 14th. So, and then 14th fret on the E. Then 12th on the E. Then 15th on the B. And you're just going to let that hang there. So this is what we have. So I'm going to play through the riff really slow and follow along. It'll help if it helps you practice. Well, that's all there is to it, to the Sweet Child Mine intro. If you have any questions, please message me and I'll address them properly. And I really thank you for your time for watching this video.